Now at 11, emotion pouring in across the Buckeye State.
This is our victory. This is your victory.
Reproductive rights now cemented in Ohio law.
I can't, no.
Because now it's in our Constitution. We deserve the rights to command our own bodies.
While others in the state gear up for a new fight.
Our hearts are broken tonight, but because Ohio families, women, and children will bear the brunt of the vote.
Plus, the campaign for cannabis now paying off.
This was a landslide victory for issue 2. I mean, Ohioans spoke loud, they spoke clear, they want marijuana regulated like alcohol.
10 TV is live across Central Ohio as millions react to a historic election night.
Tonight, we've spoken and we stand here united as Ohioans.
It is an historic night in Ohio. Issue 1 and Issue 2 both passed. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Yolanda Harris.
And I'm Andrew Kinsey. Tonight we have live team coverage of all the big issues and races. First, let's take a look at the results for Issue 1. Here they are on your screen. 56% for, 44% against. 10 TV's Lindsay Mills has been following this closely. She is live tonight at the Vote Yes watch party, where there's been a lot of celebrating tonight. Lindsay?
Andrew and Yolanda, yes, just over 2 hours ago now, when they learned the news here that Issue 1 had passed in Ohio, the room just erupted in applause, in cheering. People were hugging, people were crying, embracing when they learned the news that Issue 1 had passed. That was just after 9 o'clock. Ohioans United for Reproductive Rights expressed their gratitude for those who supported the campaign. They say this decision on Issue 1 is about Ohioans who value reproductive freedom, health care, families, and the ability to make choices that are right for them. We spoke to Lauren Blauvelt, the co-chair for Ohioans United for Reproductive Rights, as well as those here tonight for reaction when they learned the news.
It feels right. This is what Ohioans have been saying. They finally got to speak for themselves, and it's clear.
Oh my God! Yes. So the absolutely restrictive, insane abortion ban that was passed galvanized all of Ohio. And as soon as that happened, we have to get out there and protect women.
Now that Issue 1 has passed, it will be enshrined in the state's constitution, and lawmakers cannot change it after that. It will take effect in 30 days from now, and there goes the possibility of ever having that 6-week ban. Live in Columbus, Lindsay Mills, 10 TV News.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Now let's take a look at the results for Issue 2, which legalizes recreational marijuana in the state. And with 56% of Ohioans saying yes, this measure passes tonight. So here's 10 TV's Colin Dorsey. He joins us live at the watch party for the Vote Yes crowd. And Colin, I'd imagine the mood there was elation tonight.
Yeah, Yolanda, the pro-Issue 2 people certainly were pleased with the outcome of tonight. And if these unofficial numbers do hold, Ohio will become the 24th state in the country to legalize recreational marijuana. However, it isn't legal just yet. There's a 30-day period before this law goes into effect, and it'll be even longer before you could buy legal marijuana in the state of Ohio. We're talking this time next year, August at the earliest. It now goes into a rulemaking and planning phase. It creates a division of cannabis control within the Department of Commerce. That division will then be tasked with ironing out the details of how and where marijuana will be sold in the state of Ohio. They have 9 months to do this, and then they can start issuing the first licenses. Some lawmakers, though, in the state have already indicated they plan to make amendments to this law and plan to possibly try to overturn it outright. Now, the people supporting Issue 2's the big push behind this, the coalition to regulate marijuana like alcohol, say they need to stop and recognize the will of the voters.
This is a landslide victory. And I can't believe in 2023 we're actually talking about elected officials not respecting the will of the voters and not respecting the outcome of an election. So I think that every single voter in Ohio has a right to expect that elected officials will implement and respect the will of voters.
Now, as it stands right now, those unofficial results show about 13% of voters in favor of Issue 2. or 13-point spread, that is, 55 or 56% in favor of it. And I just got this statement a few minutes ago from the Protect Ohio Workers and Family. It reads in part, "It's a disappointing development, but nothing's over. The venue just shifts from the campaign trail to the State House. Support for issue 2 fell as Ohioans learned how much it's rigged to merely benefit a handful of big commercial marijuana companies." We'll have that full statement for you up on 10tv.com later. But for now, live in downtown Columbus, Colin Dorsey, 10 TV News.
All right, thank you, Colin. Columbus City Schools had a major levy on the ballot tonight, nearly $100 million.
The district really pushing this one, but did it pass? Take a look at the results into our newsroom tonight. 55% yes, 45% no. It has officially passed. 10 TV's Carly Dion following this one closely. She is live tonight covering the issue for us. Carly.
Andrew, Yolanda, Columbus City Schools leaders say they are extremely grateful to the community for their support on this levy. Now, this was one of the closest races of the night, but Superintendent Dr. Angela Chapman says she's thankful the vote turned out in their favor. And now that this levy has passed, here's what this means for Columbus residents. It is a $7.7 mil levy, meaning it will cost property owners about $270 per $100,000 of their appraised property value. It's estimated to generate nearly $100 million. The district says the money would be used for mental health resources, athletic stadiums, classroom upgrades, as well as playgrounds and cafeterias. Tonight, Superintendent Chapman addressed just how close the vote was and what this means moving forward.
That really speaks to the work that we need to do with our community, right? There are decisions that need to be made with our community. We need to make sure that our community feels as if they are well informed about what's going on in the district, what's working and what's not working, what are the areas of improvement.
And Columbus Board of Education President Jennifer Adair also spoke to the crowd here tonight, and she ended her speech by saying, "Today, the children of Columbus won." Live in downtown Columbus, Carly Dion, 10 TV News.
Carly, thank you. Now let's get to the race for mayor of Columbus. Tonight, Mayor Andrew Ginther maintaining his seat, winning in a landslide over Joe Motil. Here, a look at those results there. 63% in favor of Andrew Ginther holding his spot tonight. 10 TV's Richard Solomon live with a reaction from the Democratic Watch Party. Richard, it was a wild atmosphere in there tonight.
Very, very wild, Andrew. Actually, the person that welcomed Mayor Andrew Ginther out for his victory speech was his daughter. And he tells me this is truly a moment that he will never forget. He says he is so thankful and so grateful to be reelected as this great city's mayor. Now, Mayor Andrew Ginther says he is heavily focused on topics like crime and violence prevention and affordable housing. I spoke with the mayor one-on-one moments after he gave that victory speech. He says this is a prime example of the people of Columbus choosing a leader that they want, a leader that they will fight for. He says he'll enjoy this moment tonight, but this is a pro-growth community. And the mayor says he's dialing in on safety, housing, and transit. But this tonight, again, is a very special moment. Take a listen.
I just was inspired today when I went to vote and saw all that, especially after the last couple of years and the polarization and partisanship that's out there. There's so many great neighbors of ours that still believe in the voting process and democracy.
And Mayor Ginther says this is a very special moment. He says to expect another budget that will be released here in the near future. It is a very good moment, but it is back to work for him. But now I want to toss it over to my colleague, Tara Jabor, who is live at Joe Motil's candidate race. Tara.
Well, Richard, Joe Motil told us that he's really proud of the number of votes he got tonight. He told us that he believes that this shows that there are really a lot of people in this city of Columbus who do not support Mayor Ginther in the way that he is running the city of Columbus. But Motil says he put his heart and soul into this campaign for the last 15 months. He says he has been overwhelmed with support, and he's proud of the way he ran this campaign.
I ran against Ginther's lack of leadership, vision, and accountability, solutions to problems, disinvestment in our neighborhoods, and the needs of our homeless and the underserved. I ran against this city's establishment in the Columbus way. I ran against profit over people. I ran to provide real solutions that can address our affordable housing crisis, and not just zoning reform, tax abatements, and a bond package. I ran to provide real solutions that can address our homeless. I provided real solutions that can reduce violent crime.
And I asked Motil what's next for him. He told us that he'll continue to be a voice for people in the community. Reporting live in Columbus, Tara Jabor, 10 TV News.
All right, thank you, Tara. Now let's get a look at some of the other results around Central Ohio tonight. This is a look at the results for the Dublin school levy. Let's take a look at that. With 53% of Central Ohioans voting there in Dublin, this issue is passing.
Now the look at the results for the Groveport school levy. That one also narrowly passing tonight, 51% to 49%.
And here, more results. This is the levy for the Columbus Metropolitan Library. That passing tonight, 63% voting yes. So to keep track of the results all night long, just text the word results to the number on your screen, 614-460-3345, and we'll send you a link straight to your phone. Well, tonight